So today we're actually tapping back in with Engineers Club. We actually have a pretty big artist here today. He goes by Young Cash. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself right quick, and I'm just gonna ask him about his workflow and things that you guys might want to know.
What up, y'all? Young Cash, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. We in here. Same shit.
Different day.
Every day.
Cool. So I'm really just gonna start it off with have you ever recorded yourself?
And a lot of people be so surprised that I've been doing this shit for so long that even my homeboy, man, he'll tell you, like, this shit's like, all this shit's like fucking Chinese, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to look at it. I don't, they done showed me a few things like push 3 to record, all that type of shit. But
yeah,
man, after I get done that day, I'll be like, fuck that shit. I'm just a spoiled artist.
So you always have an engineer in the booth
always
with you?
had, and the best too, you feel me? So
Yeah.
like, I'm been spoiled over the years. So that's one of them things that I just took out my playbook because I felt like I would never have to use it. You feel me? I always had
facts.
great engineers. So like, man, all that shit like Chinese arithmetic, bro. I don't know where to start, where to begin. Busting here, busting this, all this shit, man. I don't be like, what the fuck is y'all niggas talking
But
about?
at least you know some of it, like routing and
I just
everything.
be hearing
but
it,
you
hear
it.
Yeah, the language. You catch the language and the lingo over the years, but I be like, God damn, well, that shit look like it's too much motherfucker, like a matrix board or some shit. I don't know how
for sure.
So I salute all the engineers. You know what I'm saying? That's anytime I see somebody doing something that I can't do, I got to salute it and respect it.
For sure. So who's like your go-to engineer? Like with you coming out, like who's like your main engineer that you kind of get to track your vocals at least?
Well, our first engineer used to be this dude named Mike Nazor. That's when I was back in the 904 clique, and they used to have the Muse studio on the west side. I was blending way back, and everybody used to go to Mike. So he was our original engineer. And then as we got our own studio, like all my own producers, they all know how to engineer. Like MGZ.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah.
28, Bishop Jones, who else? Big Man, Jay Frost, Lil Joe. They all know how to engineer. I don't know how they learned that shit, but niggas
just repetition. Probably
they
just
do
doing
Pro
it.
Tools. Yeah, so
yeah,
it was always in house.
Cool.
But it wasn't till and then Jeezy would Jeezy would always record me, but Jeezy used to get too motherfucking drunk. You feel me? That boy get drunk and then he don't like recording like that. But and then I'm like, one thing about me, if an engineer ain't fast, I can't even rock with you because I was
gonna ask that.
You know what I'm saying? I like to be rolling.
So do you punch in or do you write and then kind of?
I just punch in. I never write. I ain't
so you punch in bar for bar?
Yeah. Well, depends on what if I come up, if I'm just going, I go. You know what I'm saying? Then if I don't like it, I go back, whatever. But yeah, I'm punching in. Like I ain't wrote in so many years. Like, and I got all people around me, like all more like most of the artists that I'm saying that I get behind or that I stand with, I teach them the same. Niggas don't write no more either.
Okay.
They just take up time. Like when you look at it, I tell everybody, when you look at it from a different perspective, like when you look at it like as like your voice is the pen or the pencil and the engineer is the eraser. You know what I'm saying? Like, just write.
Clean it
you know
up.
Yeah, they just come back. If you don't like it, they erase it, go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit's simple. So it's like when you writing it down on paper, what's the difference? You feel me? You writing it, but you just saying it like live. Same thing that you would be writing down as you thinking it, just say it.
No, that's a fact though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, go back. You know what I'm saying? Say some, you know what I'm saying?
So with you going bar for bar, how long is your sessions usually to record one song?
It depends on if it's an R&B song or a rap song. Rap should be easy because just, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm singing and I got to do layers and then I got to do harmonies and all that shit, that take a little longer. But that's the fun part. But when it's like a rap song, that shit is take me probably like 30 minutes to do a song.
30 minutes to do a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just rapping. And I don't never second guess myself. Unless it's just some shit where like, oh, nah, that shit sound crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or that shit ain't match up. Or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But other than that, nigga, I just go. And I don't second guess myself. Whatever I feel at the time, whatever come out, that's just what it is. And I stick with it. Because I do so many records. Like, I don't even give a fuck about that, trying to be all that super lyrical and all that shit.
Yeah.
Some metaphors naturally come to me because, like, you know, that's what we do as artists. But most of the time, I'm just straight shooter, bro. Straight to the point, and then
getting your idea across.
Yeah, I just get
quick,
it across.
Quick, and then moving on to the next one. So when you're booking a studio session, how long are you usually booking? Like, is it 2 hours, 4 hours? Like, when you want a studio session?
I don't see how any artist, I mean, I don't know, I guess it depends on the artist, but me, I can never get no 2 hours. What the fuck is that? What am I gonna do with fucking 2 hours? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it gotta be at least, like, I do blocks. You know what I'm saying?
So you do blocks, okay.
Yeah. And then like I said, I'm real spoiled, bro. Like, I done had engineers in my own studio, so it's really no time limit on my shit. But But I mean, like prior, like if I would, like where I would go, like you know, sometimes we go to we'll go down south to the Hit Factory and shit, in Miami, just for the vibe. And you know, I do a block like an 8-hour block or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I can do different
really
shit.
Not on a time limit.
I can't. When you feel like you rushed, I feel like the work is rushed.
Not really. You got to get your idea, and you can't really mess up. Like you could just kind of.
If you a nigga that don't got it like that though, I just suggest that you do all like what do you call it?
Basically rehearse your lyrics.
Already have your shit done.
Yeah, have it
do the
ready.
shit at the high. You know what I'm saying? Like write your rhymes, like get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And just because really that's what they used to tell me like back in the day when we was coming up. I was like, the recording studio was to record. Oh, that's what it is, pre-production or pre-whatever. If you're doing pre-production, whatever, get all that shit out of the way before you go to the studio to actually record, because the studio is to record.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So everything else that you're doing, that shit, right, while it's writing, getting the beat, all that shit need to come before. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm happy you said that. So do you sit in the session with the engineer while he's mixing your song, like mixing and mastering it from start to finish?
I trust my engineers and that's the thing. My engineers, they know me, so they know if I want to loop this hook at the end, or they know if I want to put a reverb on this part or verify this part or something. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, they already know me. So. And I trust them. And then they do a lot of shit. Sometimes I'll be like, nah, don't do that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But 90% of the time, it's some shit that I fuck with. So, I trust, man. Sure. I don't got to be there on top of them like that. I mean, all my engineers that I've ever had, they always mix it and damn the mastering as they record.
As they're recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm, like I said, I've been blessed with some dope ass engineers over my years.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how important is a quality mix to you?
It's the most important thing. Well, you know what? This shit's so fucking weird these days. Like, it's like, I done heard some shit where niggas record shit on an iPhone, but these jits love it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's a fact.
It's different. They like, you record on the iPhone, I'm like, man, this shit is fucking terrible. I be thinking that shit, you know what I'm talking about? But, you know, time be changing the shit now. Like, it's like they don't even want a clean, like, is a clean sound even the thing to have at this point?
Yeah,
you know
is it even cool nowadays
like,
to have a good mix?
Nigga record on an iPhone and then just put that shit out and everybody.
And then it goes viral.
So it really ain't, like I always tell people, it ain't no blueprint for this shit. It never was, and I don't think it ever will be. Well, maybe way back in the day, it had some structure to it, but like I feel like now it's like, it ain't no blueprint to this shit. Anything can go, anything can happen. Bitch can blow overnight. Bitch could have a sorry ass trash song that go like, I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't knock it. But me personally, my shit got to be mixed and mastered and clean. Like
before you release it to like,
oh man, yeah, ain't no other way.
Have you ever released like a mix that you didn't approve, but you were like, you know, this song is pretty dope, so let me just go ahead and get it out?
Just being anxious and trying to rush the shit. Like you already like none of that shit. I didn't like all the shit like X, I'm a freak, I'm the shit, Dope Boys, and none of that shit get mixed and mastered. You know what I'm saying? Like we did
some of your
that
biggest
shit.
songs.
Yeah, we did that shit. Them niggas put their little light mix on it, man, and
just put it out.
Well, actually, I used to just send my shit to Bigger Rank, and he just went with it. Like he ain't even, he ain't give a fuck.
Okay. So he kind of handled that.
Yeah, we didn't even have a chance to get it. Like, because once I do, like just say we do a record right now, I'm gonna send it to my people just to see what they think. I used to always send my shit to Bigger Rankers, and he just would go with that shit. Like, oh, hold on, damn, Billy it ain't even mixed, mastered yet.
Yeah,
but that shit
that's what's up. As an artist, that's what's up. Because usually an artist won't kind of like pause the situation and be like, no, that's what's up.
Go with that shit for real.
For sure.